Today's adventure brings us to Laughlin, Nevada. We're checking out what happened to 2020 Laughlin River Run, and will there be a 2021 Laughlin River Run? Let's go check it out and see who we can talk to. So today, we're going to talk about what's going on in Laughlin, Nevada. You know, there was no rally last year in 2020 because of the virus. You know, if you watched the video, I've got one way back there that showed you it was a ghost town. So we're trying to figure out what's going on here for 2021. We got some information we're going to be going through today, tell you what's going on. We're still waiting for the promoter to give us a call. You know, the old promoter is adios, he's gone. So we got a new one now, stepping up to take over. So we got to call into him. We're waiting to respond. If he doesn't make it back by this video, we don't quite know what for sure on his part. We're checking out Edgewater to see what's going on inside here. It's early Friday morning, so not a whole lot going on yet this early, but we'll see what it is that's going on. As you can see, the bars are still closed in Nevada. Assuming the Hickory Pit Barbecue Steakhouse, it will be open. But just like in Las Vegas, the buffets are closed. I don't see no closed signs here, so I'm assuming the little boutique here is open. You think? We have Dunkin' Donut. It's even open now. So if you want that fresh hot donut, come on over.
Hot coffee.
Come on over to the Edgewater. You think? Today we are in Kingman, Arizona. We're over here at Mother Road, Harley Davison. We're going to be checking out what's going on here. We're also going to go inside and talk to Tony. We're going to talk a little bit about the Laughlin River Run and see what's going on and what's going on here at the dealership. So let's go.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, share it with your friends. Ring that bell for notifications.
Let's go.
So I'm Tony Campbell. I'm from Mother Road Harley Davidson here in Kingman, Arizona. I've been here since 2001, and we sell Harley, Yamaha, Honda, Polaris, and Can-Am off-road. But on-road we sell Honda, Yamaha, and Harley Davidson.
What's your hours?
We're open right now Tuesday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesday through Friday, and 9 to 5 on Saturday. So we changed our hours a little bit with COVID. When the international travelers quit coming, we didn't really have the need that we normally have during the summer with the travelers and stuff. So we adapted our hours a little bit. Closed Sunday, Monday. We used to be open 6 days a week and 7 on certain. Slowed it down a little bit.
So we didn't have the rally this year at the Laughlin River Run. Didn't have it. How'd that affect you?
Sucked. Sucked bad. No, we look forward to the river run. I mean, it's our biggest event in this area by far, and we look forward to it. We usually do bands and a bunch of events and some vendors and stuff, and so not having it definitely hurt. You know, we geared up for it, had people lined up to go. We had the product here. We had bikes. We had lots of T-shirts, all the usual stuff, and then I have a pallet of Harley Davison tires out there that we'll sell eventually next year, hopefully.
Well, speaking about next year, pretty much the Laughlin River Run's almost like one of the first rallies that come around.
It's one of the earlier ones, yes.
So you know what is it? April, last weekend of April.
Yep.
Oh, I did get it right. And
fourth weekend in April.
There we go. So what are you thinking for next year? Let's say we're going to have it. Let's say,
assuming all goes well, and you know they find a miracle cure for the pandemic and all that, we'll be ready for it. I mean, I think the casinos have seen the value in it, and they've missed not having the event this year. And I know we have a new promoter that was supposed to take over did take over last year. Unfortunately, the circumstances kept him from being able to follow through with the plans. But I think it'll be different. I don't think it'll ever quite be like it was, at least not for the next few years. But it'll be better, and there'll be parts of it that'll be better, and there'll be parts of it that some people will miss. But in the end, you know, we got to grow and we got to change with the times. So don't give up on it. I mean, that's the big thing is rallies come, and the good ones that stay around a long time. I know Sturgis was able to pull off their event this year, but not many others did. And unfortunately, we got to roll with the punches, and we ride motorcycles. So rolling is something we do pretty well, and we just got to keep plugging along, and it'll come back, and when it does, hopefully we'll have good support and people show up and get back to having a good time like it should be. Get back to motorcycles instead of trinkets and trash and crap. So I think Jerry's got a good plan for the event. 5-Star will do a good job with it. It's just a matter of getting the stars to line back up a little bit and everybody to be on board. I know a lot of casinos were looking forward to it coming back this year, so they've done some really good things down in Laughlin with that event center and some of the bigger names they've been able to bring into the area. So we'll see what it has and contribute where we can and make it work. Thanks you guys for helping out and getting the word out there and trying to make it a positive event. So.
Well, we thank you for your time.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
Anytime.
And we'll leave you at that.
All right.
Have a great day.
Come see us in Kingman.
Today we got another one to add on to our selection of talking about Laughlin River Run 2020 and also about 2021, which should be coming up next year, hopefully, because it comes up really quick right there at the end of April. So here we're going to go check out, and who are we going to talk to today?
Joe Kewen,
He's from Eagle Motorcycles right here in
Bullhead City.
So let's go inside, see what Joe's got to say.
Let's go.
I'm Joe, Eagle Motorsports. Just to kind of give you an overview, we're here in Bullhead City, and of course we do repairs on Harley Davidsons. We sell used Harley Davidsons, or pre-loved, actually, should say. So we do UTVs and boats, and we're right close to the Laughlin area, so obviously we are exposed to the Laughlin River Run. Severely affected, obviously, this year because it didn't happen, but I'm optimistic that the new ownership will put some fire in the belly on that one. So
how did for not having the rally this year, how did that affect you?
Well, obviously a significant loss in revenue. I mean, it was pretty late when it finally canceled. So, you know, we had purchased stuff already in January, or ordered stuff in January for the run. So we had significant inventory that we hung on to, but it eventually all goes. So it's not that big. It just, as far as immediate cash flow, obviously pretty significant.
So during this virus, did you have to be closed at all?
We closed some of our business. We used to do rentals, of course, and we completely closed that. Just not cost effective, and with all this stuff going on, we refunded so much money, it just made it not worth it. We've closed the front side for a period of time. Repairs, though, never closed.
So what are you thinking about next year for 2021? If the rally goes on, which we hope all this will go away, what's your expectations and what do you think will change since it's kind of a new promoter that's going to be running the show?
Expectations, I think people are tired of being cooped up, so I expect it to go well. I think there'll be a lot of bodies coming back into it. That said, I think the promoter is going to make a big difference. Delcon, he had kind of lost interest over the last few years, and it was very evident. So whereas the new promoter is going to creates a little bit of excitement to it. I do believe, from what I've heard, that they're talking more and more about looking at more OEMs, more of the bigger corporate type vendors rather than 69,000 places that sell the same t-shirts.
So what do you think, what's your plans for here? What are you going to do during the rally if we have?
We will have an event. We generally do. We obviously didn't this year because of the circumstances, but usually we have either a beer gardens and obviously we do the repairs the whole time. We sell a lot of stuff as far as parts and services, but and then we sell a few motorcycles during the run. But we usually have some sort of beer gardens and food.
So tell us a little bit about your business here. What do you do?
Our business, we started off in pretty much in the service and sales of used Harleys. And as the market has diversified and many of the Harley guys wanted to trade, we started into the UTV business. And of course, being on the river, summertime here is all about the boats. So we added boats to it, and that keeps our cash flow cycle year round. So, which has been a great thing. So, got a very loyal customer base, and I'm pretty happy with our community. Has been really, really supportive. So, it's a great community to be in.
So you do service on all those?
We do service on UTVs, motorcycles, and boats.
Sounds good. Anything else you want to add?
I just look forward to everybody coming back to Laughlin River Run. So let's get her done.
Jack Alexander, Thunder Road, Kingman, Arizona.
Okay. So how did not having the rally in Laughlin affect you this year?
Well, fortunately for us, because we have a really good clientele here in our shop, we've been here for a number of years. It really didn't affect us much at all. It really never does affect us much at all because we stopped going in 2016 when they jacked up the rates on us.
Do you do anything, like if we do the rally next year, 2021 here, do you do anything special during the rally?
We always have events that are going on throughout the entire rally. We know the Mother Road Harley has a thing going on over there. We get a lot of residual overflow benefits from what they do because the bikers come to town. They know about us, or they see us when they come to town because we're right on the corner of the old and the new Route 66, and right behind Mr. D's, which is a world famous old school Route 66 diner. So, we're just right here, and it just gives us a lot of exposure from people from all over the world.
How long have you been in business?
We've been here now, we're in our 7th year. So I came down here out of Idaho just about 7 years ago now. Tired of digging tunnels to get out of my front door, and love Little Kingman.
So what's your hours during the day?
Well, we're open 7 days a week. People accuse me of having a cot down in our cellar, down in our basement. We do have a full cellar down there where we keep the clowns. I've been accused of having a cot down there, but I don't. I really don't. We're open 7 days a week. Monday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 8 to 6, because we do a farmer's market in our parking lot, and Sunday we're open 11 to 4.
You also said you got a specialty here that you do.
We do everything under the sun that you might find in an old school biker shop, because that's what we are. We're just an old school biker shop. We sew on patches for all the clubs, the good ones, the bad ones, the ones in between, and we love them all. We do custom patches. We will make custom patches. We also do custom leather work. We make gun holsters, knife sheaths. We do custom restorations, repairs, new zippers on jacket. You name it, and we will do it. We've even reconditioned 40, 50-year-old saddles. I think we're well known, really well known for the exceptional service that we provide. Because when people buy leathers at our shop, we give them a very unique and unusual guarantee. They get their leathers treated twice a year, as long as they own the leather, for life. So they bring their leathers back to us in the spring and in the fall. We will clean them, condition them, oil them, and seal them. It's a 4 or 5 day process. Normally would cost anywhere from $50 to $100 at any shop anywhere in the US. We do that for free for the customers that buy their leathers. That means their chaps, their vests, their jackets, whatever, from us, from Thunder Road. They are going to get this special free tune-up twice a year at our shop. We don't jack our prices up 2, 3, 4, 5 times like a lot of small retail shops do. So it attracts people back to our shop. We get people coming here from Phoenix, from Vegas. We even get people coming over all the way from California. We've had people mail their products to us to have their patches sewn on. We have a machine in our back room, a commercial machine. It's probably the only one within 1,000 miles of Kingman that enables us to sew patches up and down one's sleeve, inside pockets. And we get that coming back from the rallies all the time. People coming into us, their pocket got sewn shut at a rally inadvertently, and they come in and say, "Hey Jack, can you unsew my pocket? I'd like to use it." And we say yes, and we're able to do that.
Who are you holding there in your lap?
Well, this is Popcorn. And in Kingman, she's really quite famous because we like to tell people when they come in here with a mask that we are a mask-free shop. That means they can take the mask off if they want. If they want to leave it on, that's up to them. We don't discriminate one way or the other. But we tell people the reason for that, and we've been open the entire time during this entire pandemic, scamdemic, epidemic, whatever you want to call it. The entire time, nobody in the shop has ever worn a mask. I have personally shaken the hands and hugged literally thousands of people. I'm not sick. Nobody that I know is sick. And nobody that I know that knows anybody is sick. And that, we think, is because of Popcorn. She's our cootie patrol dog. I bring her in the morning. I set her loose in the shop. She runs around. She chases all the cooties out. And we're good for the day. So that's Popcorn.
Today's video was all about Laughlin. And Laughlin, the River Run. What's the River Run? It's a biker event. We've been coming to that for about 12, 13, 14, not sure how many years. A whole lot of years.
Long time.
We've made every one of them over these straight time, except for last year because
We were here.
Yeah.
They just weren't open.
So there was a video on that. If you went back and checked that out, maybe I'll put a link down there for that one, so you can check that one back out. But I mean, we took a look through today. We've seen some of the casinos. We're early this morning, so it's a little hard to tell by the crowds what we're going to have for this weekend. You know, this is after the Labor Day weekend, so it's not too crowded out here. It's very similar to the Vegas one. If you watch Vegas, you got to see how crowded it was there versus how crowded it normally is. So it gives you a good idea. We got to hear from a few people. We got to hear from Tony over at the Harley Davison Dealer over there in
Mother Roads in Kingman.
There you go. And we also went over there and talked to the guy from the leather shop. His name is
Jack Alexander.
And what's the name of his business? Thunder
Roads.
There you go. He's a great guy, been in business a long time. If you need some sewing done, that's the guy to do it if you're in this area.
He even makes patches, so
Yeah.
I don't know if you caught that or not.
So you might get we might get a patch made up just for us. Hey, that'd be
Bob
nice.
and Tam's Love Excellent Adventures.
There you go. So we talked to a few other people. You know, we went over here and talked to Joe over here at Eagle Motorcycles over here in Bullhead City. He had a few things to say about what they thought about the rally. We had a couple other people set up to talk to, but they didn't get back with us. A couple of the casinos, they just didn't want to talk, I guess.
They missed out.
Yeah, didn't want to get any free publicity. You know, I know a lot of this is up in the air right now. And so far, we have not heard back from the promoter. You know, we heard a few rumors that it's possible that the casinos really don't want to have it anymore. You know, don't know. Don't know if that's true or if that's just a rumor going in the air. You know, times will tell. I know in the previous years, they didn't really start advertising until December or January, and it's the last week of April. So I think that's always a big downfall here. Thinking about coming out here to Laughlin or even coming to Las Vegas. You know, even though there's a lot of things closed, you probably get some pretty good rates right now. You know, like for us, we got the river right here. Right behind us is the Colorado River. There's a couple of shots there that you've seen. There's a boat that actually goes all the way down to Lake Havasu. They have lunch, turn around, come back. It's a jet boat. Moves along pretty quick. So that's kind of exciting. So we hope you enjoyed this video. You know, if you like this one, let us know. We kind of wanted to put something up here before we left town. You know, because we're going to be leaving here in about a week and a half. We're going to be hitting the road and heading over there to Moyer, Oklahoma, checking out Adam Sandoval, all three of the other bike rallies, the one in Arizona, the one in Daytona, and the one down in Thunder Beach. We'll do a little bit more review on that as we get a little closer to that, kind of give you a path of how we're going. You know, pretty much going over there to see Adam. We're going to be heading right down to 40, and then we make a right there and go right down to Moyer. Not too far from Paris. I don't know if he's having any events down there in Paris, Texas or not. That's kind of the biggest town, city, I don't know what it's called, if it's a city or not. That's where the Harley dealer is, and that's where all the events were at during the rally. So I don't know if everything's going to be at the campground, which kind of seems that way at the moment. But check Adam out. He's actually got a video coming out every single day. So it's pretty good.
And Adam's even going to have a costume contest, so we'll see. We haven't figured out our costumes yet, but
Because I have to have a costume that I can still film in. So we're waiting to see. So we'll see what happens, what we have. But there should be some pretty good costumes down there, because it's probably some crazy people right down there. Of course, we'll probably see the blown up dinosaurs and, you know, the typical ones that everybody sees. But hey, it is what it is. So we'll go ahead and leave you with that.
so thanks for coming along today on our adventure. Keep praying that there's a liver.
Try again.
Thanks for coming along on our video today, and keep hoping that there's going to be a 2021 Laughlin River Run. Thanks for, oh, I already said thanks again. Thanks for coming along today on our adventure. We hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for notifications, and we'll see you on the next video.
See you soon.